Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Thursday, which means it is time for more Nozz Watches Kaiji. Oh boy. So in the last episode of Kaiji, the first one, we got introduced to our main character, all-around shitheel, Kaiji, whatever the fuck his name was, and how he is in extreme debt because he was dumb enough to co-sign on a loan with a guy that pulled a frick, with a guy that, I had an analogy for that. A guy who pulled an Earhart, I guess, just disappeared into the ether. No one knows where he is, but now Kaiji owes several $1 million. And now he has to go and play rock, paper, scissors, Yu-Gi-Oh! On a boat in order to get his freedom. But let's be honest, the deck is probably stacked against him. I'm actually pretty excited to see how this show is going to do it. The comments on the first episode were pretty enlightening. Basically, I feel like there's a betting pool going on about whether or not I'm going to like it, because it seemed like the comments are going like, oh, you're going to like this, or like, oh, I don't know. Whoa. But overall, it seemed like people were more or less paused about this. That's a good sign. So let's get going and see if our boy can get going and get off this boat. In 3, 2, 1, and go. And it's gonna be like, why rock, paper, scissors? Like, okay, so like, dead ass. Can someone who knows more about Japanese culture than me, which is probably quite a few of you, explain why the Japanese seem to love rock, paper, scissors so much? Like, they didn't invent the game, right? Like, I mean, that's not a Japanese thing. I'm pretty sure rock, paper, scissors. You know, I should probably like, hey Google. Where was rock, paper, scissors invented?
China, according to Tofugu.
Shit, really? Rock, paper, scissors is Chinese. Okay. Then that begs another question. Yeah, why do the Japanese love rock, paper, scissors so much? Like, it's in JoJo, it's in this, it's in Naruto, like, CG Dori. Like, rock, paper, scissors seems like it's everywhere in anime for, like, some reason. Like, does someone know, like, is it just, like, really, really popular in Japan? Ugh, jeez. So we can only use each one 4 times. Jeez, okay, what's the other one? What's the other one they got? Oh my god, it's Duelist Kingdom. It's Duelist Kingdom. You have to gather stars in order to... Oh my god. I mean, this is better than the fucking gloves they had in Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, can we get some, like... Okay, so I would like to know how this restriction works. And if you run out of stars, you leave? Oh boy. So you've got to keep an eye out on it and try and you got to count cards. You've got to count cards and make sure that you know what your opponent has. Oh Christ. So you've got to use every single one of your cards, but you also got to make sure you have more than 3 stars at the end. Okay, okay, I think I understand this, but it's like, now you dead ass need to like try and count cards and make sure that you've got. That's for later. It's a special tool that will help us later. Just pay someone to throw. Hooray for the Yakuzis. If you lose, you're going to the slave mines! Y'all are my slaves now. The second you stepped on the boat, you lost all legal rights as human beings. You get taken out back and shot. Unloved by everyone. Fuck. Fuck, my dude. You don't need to put so fine a point on it. God damn. And the other half of you will fucking die. Like, I want to see what happens. I want to see them go to the fucking slave mines where the Yakuzis have them fucking picking heroin. What happens if they... Come on, what happens if you don't win? Like... Like, just go into the slave mines. They said they had to pay it off with labor, so... Oh boy on that one. You gotta count cards, dipshit. You just hear a gunshot just echo through the boat. Look at all these rooms, huh? Look at this Sasuke boy over here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this fucking, like, this rival character. He's gonna team up and then stab him in the ass. A partner you're gonna stab in the back the second you have a chance, right? I mean, I guess technically you could win trade. Like, play with someone who you team up with. Yeah, and then just rig it. I mean, so long as you're sly about it. I mean, they didn't say anything about cheating, did they? They didn't say anything about cheating. But yeah, so if you just say, like, yeah, we'll use up all our rocks, and then we'll use up all our scissors, use up all our papers, just get rid of all the cards, and you're good, right? I mean, if the I mean, dead ass. This is like that's actually like a real thing. People that are poor, like if they get completely blasted, like like just if like all their debts are wiped out and they just they get out of everything, like they win the lottery. More often than not, they wind up back in debt because they didn't learn anything. Like it's the big scam of the lottery. There's a good chance there's a pretty decent chance that you'll just wind up back in the poorhouse because you'll spend it on something stupid, and then it'll be even worse because then you got to pay that back. Jeez, that's fucked. Get your debts canceled and leave with a cool 10 mil. Like, straight up, like, just do the bare minimum. Do the bare minimum. Get some money. Yeah. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. If you team up and you slaughter everyone else and make it end quick, you done it. And if he was managed to get an extra star, sell that for 1 million, and the interest is wiped out, and he's got some extra money to splash around afterwards. Watch the betrayal just happen at the end. Watch like at the very last one, he's just like, "Hey, joke's on you, fucker. Hand over a star piece." Like if this guy decides he wants to go fuck himself, could very yeah, there it is. There's the betrayal. Here's the big Sasuke moment. Like, you fool! He's not going to. He's not going to. Kaiji, you stupid idiot. Big stupid idiot. And that's how that guy survived, by being a giant prick. Oh, jeez. Kaiji, you big dumb idiot. You've been sold down the river, you dumb bitch. That guy just made 2 million off you. So now it's Duelist Kingdom, but now he's got even less star chips than he started off with. Oh god. Why is our protagonist such a giant idiot? Oh my god, I love Funai. He's such a good villain. Cause he's in the exact same situation. He's in the exact same situation as the protagonist. But he's just I'm you, but more evil. He cheated. All's fair in love and gambling. He'll be ejected into the corpse mines. Scam harder, kiddo. Welcome to the Yakuzies. So make sure you stab back harder. Goo. Okay, so that's neat. Okay, so there's different names for rock, paper, and scissors. Neat. Because you're a big dumb idiot, Kaiji. Oh my god. He could have just straight up. He could if he was smarter, he could have just thought about it. Imagine after like the first no, after like the third draw, he probably could have just gone straight in and betrayed him himself if he was smart enough. And that explains why Kaiji is so much in shit, because he doesn't make decisions for himself, because he's a big dumb idiot. I guess the growth, the arc he's gonna go through is gonna be him learning how to be more, Oh, geez, that poor guy. It's gonna be him learning how to, think for himself and stop being a shitter. Oh, that poor guy. That poor guy from the first episode. Fuck, dude. At least Funai was, like, good enough to, like, he was a good enough boy to fucking, like, at least even with 1 star. What the Wait, why'd they go after Kaiji if they had Furuhara in the first place? They're trying to double dip. That's some bullshit. They're trying to double dip, man. Like, freaking, what? They had Furuhara. Why? So let me guess, like, Kaiji's next step is to fucking yeet Furuhara's last star. Like, that's gonna be the next play, huh? Bamboozle Furuhara and steal his star. Send that man into the dumpster. Send that man into the garbage. If they both had more stars, then that'd actually be a valid way to do it. Just do the same thing that Funai did. Were they just gonna buy stars? They're just gonna buy stars. Shit. Just go up to someone with 6 and be like, hey man, I'll give you. What? 2 stars and no cards. I mean, I guess if you give him money to pay off some of his stuff, then it's not that bad, right? What's your 14 million yen, 4 stars, and 5 cards? But you can't just trade cards, can you? Yeah, you can't just trade cards, can you? Like, I mean, the thing I would think is, I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding the rules, but so Kaiji has $10 million. He has to pay it back, right? Ando borrowed 2 million, and Furuhara did 2 million as well. If you find someone who's got if you find someone who's got oh, Christ, my brain's not working right now. If you find someone that's got 2 stars and no cards, couldn't you give them like pay them for their stars and give them enough to pay off their debt? Like, say for example, Ando owed 500,000 yen, right? Just as an example, right? I don't know how much he owes, whatever, right? And Kaiji, and he took 2 million. If Kaiji gives him like, I don't know, like a million and a half, couldn't he then go and pay off what he owes? It's not the debt erasure, but he's still paying off his debt, yes? Like, maybe I'm just misunderstanding how this works. I probably am, but eh. But what do they need Ando for? I mean, unless, like, they're using him so they have a buffer. Like, you know, a buffer of stars. And seeing as Kaiji's our protagonist, I don't think they're gonna let the protagonist just, like, sell his teammates down the river, because that's not morally decent in Japanese society. I mean, hey, Funai is a giant shit. I like that. I don't know. Like, it's just weird, you know. Like, I've never done a card game anime on this before, and it's weird because my brain is like going, okay, well, here's where I usually talk about the fight scenes. Here's where I talk about like this, and this. It's like, but they, oh no, that doesn't exist. So I gotta like reorder how I talk about shit in my head. Um. So I mean, starting with characters. I mean, I feel like this is going to be like one of those things where it's like, it's gonna be, oh God. So it's like our right now our protagonist is an idiot, and he's got two friends who are idiots, and he met up with someone who's in the exact same situation as him, but he succeeds through being a giant asshole and betraying everyone around him. So I feel like it's gonna be one of those shows where the arc is going to be, I could just become more like my rival and win his way, but I would compromise myself morally doing so. So the correct way to do it is instead take the high road, make friends, do things the right way, make sure I do things honorably, um, and do it that way. I feel like that's where we're gonna go. Like Kaiji's going to like go through. He's gonna get like they're gonna get like I don't know like 7 star like 8 stars. It'd be 1 star off from getting all 9, right? And there'll be like a moment of, oh fuck, we've only got time for like one more game and barely any cards. I can go for this right now. I can go in and we can be done. But I have to leave either Furuhara or Ando behind, or I can go do one more game and risk it all. And of course, the correct answer is risk it all so that all of them go through. Because he's our protagonist. He can be an unlikable prick, but he's still gotta be a hero. He's still gotta, meet that check mark. Oh boy. I get the feeling that's where we're gonna go. And it's a little trite, but you know what? I don't care because I like that. I like that. That is a fun arc that is always fun to see, even if it is a bit predictable. I mean, if they don't go that arc, then hey, fucking Nito burrito on that one. Just I can't wait to see what they actually do. The fact that this is like dead ass, like no, it's confirmed Yakuza. Like that was good to see. Like no, we just got Yakuzis going on, and if you get taken out back, like you're going to the fucking labor camps. We've got good villains. We've got a good rival. The rules of the game are a little silly. Like, I'm not super sure. Like, I'm not super sure that I like the rules of this restricted rock paper scissors. Like, it's an interesting like concept to have rock paper scissors essentially determine people's like lives, and it is like a simple enough game people understand, like rock paper scissors shoot. But or sorry, Jan Ken Ho. It feels like it's kind of a weak way to kind of like determine people's lives, and it's also not very complex, so you can't really have, I mean, okay, maybe I'm like underthinking, but I don't feel like you could have like strategies like the same way you could poker, right? So I shouldn't say poker because I'm not good at poker. So with poker, as I understand poker, because bear in mind I am really bad at poker. Really bad. Like if you ask me what fucking table games I play at a casino, it's fucking blackjack, roulette. I have no fucking idea how to play poker. Like actually playing. I get the general gist. It's like you've got like all the different hands that are ranked. The dealer deals everyone some cards. Like I think it's like 4 cards, and then start you can raise or you can check or you can put a bet if you're going first. And then it's like, okay, I got a handful of fucking garbage. I could put these cards away and draw 2 more and hope I get better ones. And then everybody at the end, they'll either fold or put down their cards and be like, look, I got it. And the strategy for that is to know which cards to get rid of, yeah, for your current hand makeup, and like what's still, and you gotta try and like guess what's still in the deck based on what you have. So that's some strategy. And then you've also got the side effect of playing mind games with your opponents, like, oh, guys, I got a really good hand here, or like just blanking it and being like poker face. But like with this though, it's like you don't really have that because it's like unless you're keeping track of literally everybody. Like how many people are here? Like 103. 103 people? Is that how many? You got 103 people to keep track of. Yeah, the scoreboard lists how many cards are in total in circulation, but you have no way of knowing like who's got what. And like there's no way you're gonna keep track of every game that's being played and know exactly who has what cards. There's no way to count the cards in that way. And there's not really room for mind games either, because it's like, all right, fuck it. I'm putting down paper. Like you got a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right. So it's like, and you gotta make sure you use every single one of your cards by the end. So I mean, I guess like you got the benefit of like, okay, I have to use paper here because I've only got 2 rocks left. Like, which I guess like is like as deep as the strategy gets. I mean, I guess like it's good that they're keeping it more or less simple, but I do feel like some complexity has been lost here. Like if they were playing poker, if they were like playing table games, then I feel like maybe like you could have a much deeper show. But then again, I've done a little bit of research on some other gambling anime to like watched a couple episodes here and there. There's one that I can't remember the name of. It's like a poker anime, and it was done really badly because they more or less played it like Yu-Gi-Oh. But then there was like, which was is bad. Yu-Gi-Oh is not how you want to do a card game show. Like Yu-Gi-Oh is a shonen battle anime disguised as a card game anime. And then there was another one that had a bunch of spies playing poker. And it wasn't like a gambling anime, but it was like I googled gambling scenes in anime, and it was a scene where there's a bunch of spies playing poker, and like the entire thing was full of them like using tricks to try and like see the other people's hands. Like one guy had a mirror put in the lights, and apparently like throughout the day, like he'd like got them conditioned to like when he's thinking he's looking up, like, and then but like when he's doing it like in the game, he's actually looking up, and there's a mirror in the light that points down at everyone's hands, so he could just see everyone's cards. There's another one who's got she's got like a second deck in her bra, and she said like, oh, like my bra is really ill-fitting, she's just sitting, like she's just slipping a card into her sleeve, you got shit like that going on. And it's like like little shit like that. It's like that's like one way you could super do like a card game like that, but then like I said, you could also do it really badly. I don't know, like there's a lot of ways you could do card game shows, and it's kind of weird that this show like is the rock paper scissors going to be the only game they play, because it seems like it based on the opening. I hope it's not. I hope they move on to other games. Good. Like rock paper scissors, it's a good starting game, but I don't know how you can like have 12 episodes and a season 2 on it. Like that's my concern. Like it's a good start. It's a good start for a game in a gambling anime, but I don't think you can hold 12 episodes on it. I think that's like my main thing. But other than that, like character drama wise, like we got some fucking hype shit going down. Like we've got our main character, he's already down to his last life. We've got a rival character that's gonna probably swoop in and cause fucking problems. We've got like the organizers being dead ass just yakuzis, and we've got 2 shit heels that Kaiji's gonna have to drag through and help get the goodies. So, oh boy, this is gonna be good. I get the feeling, but So far, good show. So far, it's passing the 4-episode test. So I'm hoping it keeps going on that. Let me know what you think of this down there in the comments. It's actually kind of difficult for me to talk about this because it's so different from anything I've done before. So I'm having a little trouble like organizing my thoughts the way I want. So if you think I've missed talking about something, you're probably right. And if you want to let me know down in the comments, and I always read all the comments. So if you got something like, "Hey Nozz, what did you think about this thing you didn't talk about, you fucking retard?" Then I will be more than happy to talk about shit down there in the comments. Oh boy. Anyway, hey everybody, yeah. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, share social media, tell your friends, and make sure you follow me on Patreon. Or follow me on Patreon if you want to give me money so I can eat food. Cause oh boy, look at that, oh boy, I'm a skinny skeleton man. And also that helps me get new stuff for the channel as well, like like new lights and microphones, and get this, cause this is, oh boy, I don't know if you can see it, but oh yeah, you can right there. This thing has been through the fucking ringer as of late, just like from like when I moved. Like I keep finding new shit in it. Yeah, that helps me keep the channel alive, and also it gets you guys the content that you want. Because if you become a patron, then you get access to patrons only Discord channel on my open Discord server, where you can recommend things to be let's played, let's watch, live streamed, whatever that I do. And also we have our patrons only movie night that we do, where we all get together in our sync tube, we hang out, watch some anime, watch some movies, maybe play some video games while we do it. It's a ton of fun. It's my favorite time of the month, and we usually hold it on the second full week of any given month. Oh boy, I just kind of sit in there until people stop showing up usually. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. But most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and we'll see you a real.